For 37 relentless days, not a single drop of rain had fallen. The city baked under a merciless sun, and everyone prayed the endless heat would finally come to an end. Kai stood quietly on the school rooftop, staring at the empty sky. To him, it felt like another ordinary afternoon. He never imagined it would become humanity's last peaceful day. Without warning, dark clouds rolled across the sky with impossible speed. Within seconds, daylight disappeared, and an unnatural silence spread over the city. The first raindrops finally fell. People laughed, children danced, and strangers smiled beneath the storm, believing nature had finally answered their prayers. But hidden inside every single raindrop was a microscopic alien parasite, silently falling from the sky in search of its very first human host. The parasite slipped into the body through the eyes without causing pain. By the time anyone noticed something was wrong, it had already taken control. A simple laugh, an open mouth, or even one careless breath became enough for the parasite to continue its terrifying spread across the city. Even the smallest cut on human skin became an entrance. The rain wasn't bringing life anymore. It was delivering an invisible invasion. Thousands rushed into subway stations and underground shelters, believing they had escaped the dangerous storm. Instead, they unknowingly carried the infection with them. The first infected person suddenly stopped moving. His eyes turned pale, his expression vanished, and an unsettling silence filled the room before panic erupted. Moments later, his body began to transform. Veins closed beneath his skin, bones twisted unnaturally, and terrified screams echoed throughout the building. Within less than 10 minutes, peaceful streets became a battlefield. Cars crashed, buildings echoed with screams, and the city descended into complete chaos. Kai had no answers and no time to think. Every instinct told him the same thing. Keep running if you want to survive. Suddenly he hears a cry and turned back searching. As frightened people pushed past each other, Kai noticed a little girl trapped in the middle of the street. Instead of running, he is going to save her from the monsters. Then something far more terrifying appeared. A massive infected creature emerged from the rain, proving the parasites were evolving much faster than anyone expected. Just when hope seemed completely lost, a rescue truck burst through the infected, smashing everything in its path as it raced toward Kai. The driver reached out from the open door and shouted only 2 words, "Get in!" It was their final chance to escape alive. The rescue truck sped through flooded streets while the infected chased them relentlessly. Behind them, the city was falling apart one block at a time. The truck disappeared into a massive underground tunnel just before enormous steel doors slammed shut, sealing the survivors away from the nightmare outside. Relieved, everyone believed they had survived, but hidden among them, the parasite had already found its next victim. The real nightmare was only beginning. The rain never stopped, and neither did the infection. In the darkness beneath the city, survival would demand far more than courage. The nightmare continues in Episode 2. Follow and subscribe Vision Forged AI.